More meetings, am I totally crazy? If you're like most of the leaders I work with, then your calendar is jam-packed full of meetings, and the last thing you want to think about is actually having to add more. My name is Tara Lee, and my business is Next Level, and we help leaders remove the barriers that are preventing their teams from achieving their very best. If you agree that poorly run meetings are one of these barriers, then join me for the rest of this quick video. So first, meetings are far more important than most leaders recognize. If you are a sports fan, then you likely go and watch their games. You go to concerts to hear your favorite bands. For leaders, meetings are their theater. They are where the important issues should be tackled, where you debate, make decisions, implement solutions. Meetings should be useful, they should be engaging and even entertaining. So how is it that the most important work that we do as leaders is often the most loathed and the most poorly managed use of our time? So the problem with most meetings is this term from Patrick Lencioni called meeting stew. We try to fit all these different topics into the same meeting. It's like a cook throwing every ingredient into a dish and then wondering why it doesn't taste good. So we invite everybody to these meetings because we think they all need to be there. We try to brainstorm, we tackle strategic problems, we try to talk about our most important priorities at the same time as talking about our daily tasks and our really detailed information. So does this sound familiar to you? Unfortunately, when we do this, we don't do any of these things really well, and we end up being frustrated and feeling like everything, these meetings and this time that we spent has been a giant waste of our time. So how is more meetings actually the answer? So what if we had different types of meetings based on purpose instead of one big meeting? Imagine every calendar invite that you got that had the purpose, the why for the meeting in the title. Looking at meetings through this lens, you can adjust how long you meet, who actually needs to be there, and the types of conversations that you're going to have based on what you are actually looking to accomplish. So what if you had quarterly offsite meetings with your most strategic thinkers, specifically to review strategy, look at the competitive landscape, and industry trends? This isn't the time to talk about implementation because, as most individuals that love the brainstorming experience will attest to, there's nothing worse to kill a good brainstorming session than to start talking about tactics and implementation. So then separately, you'll come together when you have specific strategic issues to address. And you invite those team members that are best suited to create great solutions to problems and are able to really discern and give feedback on those ideas. You have weekly tactical meetings, which are reserved for focusing on the activities, the metrics, and the obstacles specifically related to achieving your most important priority. This isn't the time for new ideas or brainstorming. And finally, think of the team's messages and the emails and the walks up and down the hall looking for team members that could be avoided with a daily team check-in, a huddle, brief and dedicated to sharing daily schedules and activities and having that chance just to connect and identify things that you need from specific team members. So yes, we're suggesting more meetings, more frequent meetings with the goal of them being shorter, more efficient, more useful, more engaging, more productive, and even more fun. So I'd love to hear some of your thoughts on this concept of more meetings. Can you think of a recent ineffective, frustrating meeting that you were involved in that could have been structured differently and been more effective and actually achieved specific goals? So leave some comments under this post and watch for next week's blog post where we're going to dig in even deeper into this important topic. Bye for now.